Hey guys, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I'm the INSANEBRIT and this is June's update video for 2023. I've got a list in front of me of topics that I want to talk about regarding the content, FIFA, Call of Duty, playthroughs that I'm currently doing, things I plan on doing, etc. and what's coming out this month for you specifically. And of course I'll be talking about a movie that I watched in Halloween Ends. There will be spoilers in it, so if you're interested in watching that, that part of it anyway, that will be at the end of the video anyway, or more or less. But anyway, so we've got a lot of different topics to talk about. Probably things I might even miss in this video, I don't know, because sometimes, you know, it's been a month and so many things, so much stuff happens and updates and little things that I want to talk about, but I don't always get there, obviously, because I'm in a video for half an hour or whatever. So yeah, man, it is hot, so please bear with me the best you can. But like I said, we're going to go down the list. And some of this will be FIFA heavy, but don't worry, it does get better as it goes along. And I'm not going to dwell too much on all the FIFA content, etc., because I know not a lot of you are interested in that, especially Chelsea players leaving and all this kind of stuff. So I'm just going to, it's more like a rant video, but please stay tuned, trust me. First and foremost, thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. What numbers are we on now? 3,469 people. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. It means a lot to me, and thank you for your continued support. But let's just dive right on in. So first and foremost, FIFA 23 career mode is Real Madrid. We're very early on in the early stages of it, the fourth week, possibly out of 10 weeks on average. Or it seems to be 10 weeks. And a lot of you probably thinking, man, he's just going to go in there, he's going to win everything, it's Real Madrid, blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you what, it hasn't been that way. I don't know what they've done, but they've updated injuries where I'm getting an injury every week, every 2 weeks. It's crazy. Cruz is out for about 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Then I had another injury. It's driving me insane. The midfield's too slow. I've had to change formations multiple times, and in the end I'm sticking with the one that Chelsea was I was with Chelsea, just because it seems to work. But I need number 10, so I'm aiming to buy number 10 in the next transfer window. I was thinking about Mason Mount because he possibly will be leaving Chelsea, and it looks like it that way, by the way. So I thought maybe Mason Mount in Real Madrid colours, but then I thought, well, maybe we've already seen Mason Mount and I've used him, so why not go for Fernandes of Manchester United? He's about 27, 28. Probably be a lot cheaper, so I might just end up buying him because I'm never going to be really using Fernandes in any other spectrum. So I thought maybe snapping him up on the cheap for about 30, 40 million. Who knows? I might decide to do that at this point in time. Anyway, so FIFA Real Madrid career mode been a bit tougher than what I thought it was going to be. I'm still top of the table, but I'm like dropping points, conceding goals. It's not been easy. It really hasn't. It's not been free-flowing. In actual fact, I feel that if I was a Real Madrid manager, at the end of the season, even if I won the league, they would sack me anyway, because they'd be like, this just ain't the way we play. We're not happy with the performances. The players in the midfield are too old. Cruz and Modric, I'm trying to stay loyal to, but at the same time, they're just too old, and I might have to just end up leaving them on the bench because they're pissing me off. I need energy in that midfield, and they're just not giving me it right now at this point in time. Sad truth is, FIFA, we knew it was happening in a way. FIFA 23 sims were ending with Chelsea Football Club, obviously, for season ending now. So you may be asking, well, what's next? Well, good news is it's only out for about a month and a half. And on the 19th, I'm assuming it's July after June. I don't even know, but not this month now or whatever. But next month, it's already going to be back. So you have your FIFA sims back. So yeah, in the meantime, there'll be Real Madrid career mode until that finishes. I may do another one. I'll put another vote up and see where you guys want to send me. I don't really even know if people care to watch another one. It is what it is. I'll let you guys decide that, or whatever way you want to put me. At the same time, when it comes to the FIFA simulations, I've got one out today. We are going to be watching Manchester City versus Manchester United in the FA Cup. That's going to be interesting. Then we've got the Europa League conference final between West Ham and Fiorentina, and then we have the big one, which will be Manchester City versus Inter Milan simulation as well, for Champions League final. Those three games are going to be on my channel. We've already had the Europa League final, I believe it was, between Seville and Roma. So don't forget to check that out. Yeah, so it'll be really interesting, and they're not my teams. I know nothing about them, so I've just been letting the game do the simulations for me. I've not been changing the teams or editing them. I did edit the Man City one because I know they've got a big match up against Manchester, against Inter Milan, so Haaland probably won't play, and etc. and a few other players like that, or they'll be on the bench. But essentially, I've mucked around with that. But essentially, Manchester United are full-fledged. They're going for everything. You know what I mean? Like they've got no other competition, so they're going to throw their big boys on. So that should be an interesting match as well for you guys. The Florentina versus West Ham one, I mean, it's West Ham. I'm not thrilled about having them on my channel, but it is what it is. I'm going to play out the finals and just a bit of entertainment for you guys, and hell, maybe we rope in some other fans of just FIFA in general. Who knows? It is what it is. But they're always fun and entertaining. Who doesn't want to see a final simulated, especially if it's not Chelsea and it could be anyone else? That just makes it a little bit more interesting, because if you're not a Chelsea fan, you might want to see West Ham, or you might want to see Man City take on Man United. It's a big game or whatever, so it's always going to be intriguing to see what happens in those matches. So that's what I've done. Next couple of days you'll be seeing those play out on my channel along with Coffee Talk. Sorry, let me just go back to the scheduling here, what I want to talk about. So that basically covers FIFA simulations. For now, FIFA simulations moving forward, it gets very interesting. Because basically what I'm doing is, now every week when I put out a simulation, it's in an informed situation. So if a player scored a hat-trick last week, he's most likely to score against you. If a goalkeeper, just been unbeatable as of late, then it'd be hard to beat him. That's the inform at play each week, and it gets updated. However, in the new Chelsea simulation season, that will not be part of it, because they do not update it on a weekly basis. It stops doing that, I believe. So the only thing that will change is the transfers, which is a big part of moving forward up until the new FIFA comes out. Now, you may be thinking, oh, you're going to do Chelsea's transfers and blah, blah, blah. Yes, that is true, but at the same time, I will be doing everybody else's transfers. Aston Villa's, Manchester United, Dortmund's. I don't know why I'm doing Dortmund's. We're not even in Europe, but I'll do Dortmund anyway because it's what I do. I like doing it. Of course, Dowd moved to Brighton. Milner moved from Liverpool to Brighton. Like the guy Pedro, I think, moved from Watford, or was it to Brighton as well. So I'll be making all those changes, even if it's not my club. Every game. I mean, Liverpool. Wow, they've moved out a lot of different players. Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain. They moved someone else out. I can't remember. Firmino's gone. Barcelona's moved some players out, and Busquets. Again, I shouldn't know any of this, but I do. So, because I keep tabs on it, I really enjoy keeping up with the transfers and stuff like that, and seeing who goes where. I used to do this when I didn't have internet, and I used to play FIFA a lot, and I used to be like, well, I want all these transfers updated, who goes where, and then get more an accurate depiction of what will happen in the game. Just on my season as well, who performs and does what. But also the FIFA simulations, it's like, damn, this is going to be interesting because your team's going to be updated, etc. So I've had not only the friendlies on my channel coming up, I'll have, when it comes to the Premier League, up until the new FIFA comes out, I'll have all the squads updated as well. So that's exciting moving forward. I won't lie, over the past couple of months, I've been kind of like bored of what's going on my channel. I've been a bit like, I'm tired of what I'm doing, but it's not what I'm doing, it's what I'm playing. So Call of Duty, FIFA, and then I'm currently playing. I've got a project where I'll talk about in a little bit in a minute, which I'm replaying for you guys. So I was being a bit bored over the past couple of weeks regarding what I was doing, but then I've kind of got excited again. And like I said, FIFA Sims will be returning, transfers will be back in action, up to date. So that's kind of cool. Not only that, Call of Duty Season 4 is starting up as well. So again, Season 4 update is coming. So that's a new season. We get to delve into that and check it out. So that'd be cool. So that gives me something else to do there with Call of Duty. I think, I've got like 2 weeks, 3 weeks of it left, but I've got actually one video to make where I've actually finished the season in respects to unlocking everything. So I'll show you that. I might even leave it for a week or two and just start up when Season 4 starts up, etc. So that's going to happen. What else? So basically, I released. I'll just have a note on Chelsea while we talk about FIFA for a little for the beginning of this video. I will say with Chelsea, I mean, Pochettino coming in, I'm happy about that. We get rid of the dead wood. bring in the players he wants with signing in Goethe or whatever, number 6 defensive midfielder. Hopefully we get him. We're wrestling with PSG for him right now. Apparently he favours a move to the Premier League, which is great. Felix going back, I'm disappointed, but at the same time he would have cost a lot of money, and he didn't score enough goals, but he was an exciting player, and I'm ashamed to see him go. But at the end of the day, if manager don't want him, then, you know, it's not like he scored 20 goals in 25 appearances for us here. He didn't do that, but he was an exciting player in what was a terrible season for Chelsea, and we can only get better at this point. But yeah, I'm looking forward to clearing out the crap and Pochettino working them hard like dogs, and yeah, really competing next year. So even if it's a cup, you know, and hopefully we've got to get back into Europe as well, which kind of sucks because then that means less people come to my channel for FIFA simulations, less entertainment for you as well. So it is what it is. But that's all I'll say on it. I'm not going to delve any more into it. Excited for Poch. Hopefully we have a good season and we get some of those cool, brilliant transfers. Definitely need a new striker, etc. So anyway, yeah, moving forward. So anyway, so this week, I was supposed to release Persona 5. Persona 5 has been going on for a very long time. You guys are probably like, God damn, this is so tiring, or I've lost track of it, or I'm bored of it. I get it, 100%, etc. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to finish Coffee Talk. That will be a playthrough that would have went on to next month, from what, the 1st to the 5th or something. I'm like, nah, let's just release it and then kill it off in this month. Not that it's a bad playthrough, just get rid of it. And then next month I will be going, because it's such a long playthrough, and even after I do this, it's still going to be ongoing, and that is releasing 20 hours of Persona 5 to get a huge chunk of it gone, and break it down a hell of a lot more for you guys. So if you're into Persona 5 this month, or Persona 5, you're going to really enjoy this month, because it's going to be Persona non-stop. It will be Call of Duty Season 4 and FIFA on my content. Well, FIFA career mode, and then of course the next month it'll be FIFA simulations returning kind of thing. So it's going to be 3 games on my channel this month, and that's Persona, FIFA and COD. That's it basically. So yeah, looking forward to breaking down that playthrough, and even then I'm coming up close to the end, I think at 80 hours, but it still go on for a time as well. So but I'll break it up with other playthroughs and stuff like that. But I want to break that down and get a huge chunk of that done. As for the project I'm kind of working on in the background, and like I said, I was getting a bit tired of what I'm doing in respects to Persona and Call of Duty and stuff. Another reason I kind of got bored was because I am actually going to be trying to play Red Dead Redemption 2, replaying the game from the very beginning. I'll delete my old playthrough. The reason for that is because Sony PlayStation 4 with the jet engine in the background, the game deserves a replay. It's a fantastic game. I absolutely love the game. I think it's an absolute brilliant game, a masterpiece, but that the jet engine in the background, it ruined it. So I'll delete all 50 videos of that. It is what it is, and of course it will be in 4K. Everything moving forward will be in 4K, except for Persona, because I want continuity, and I just want that to be 1080p until it finishes, and that'd be fine. Everything else going forward should be 4K. So yeah, so I've been bored over the past couple of weeks, but like I said, got excited for Call of Duty Season 4 coming up, and the new FIFA Sims with updated squads, but also excited for the new games that are coming out. I did see the Sony showcase as well. I'll talk about some of those games that I was excited for. I don't think I got all of them. I think I retweeted, and just because they put a picture up of what was coming out, and then I retweeted it and put some reminders in it for me to remember. So of course Final Fantasy 16 is coming out. Haven't played 15, haven't played 7, what they gave me on PSN. I will play that, and I might play 15, and then eventually get to 16, etc. God knows when that's happening, but I'm hoping to do that. So in terms of, other than Final Fantasy 16, Immortals, I didn't really care for that. Ghost Runner also, I think, and even Marathon. Marathon looked kind of interesting, but at the same time, those 3 games reminded me of Destiny. They all look similar, and I didn't like that. So I don't know. Worst ways, I play Marathon because it looks like, well, I know it's an old IP, but they're bringing it back. That looks, out of everything there, out of those 3 games I just mentioned, Immortals of Avium, Ghost Runner 2, yeah, and Marathon. I think Marathon looks more interesting to me, but I don't know. It is what it is, depending on what I see and how the game actually comes out. If it looks like a piece of shit like Cyberpunk, I might not even play. You just don't know. Dragon's Dogma, I never played the first one, so I don't really care about Dragon's Dogma 2 because it's not a game I ever played. Who knows? Alan Wake, I'm interested in playing the first one, then I'll play 2 if I get around to it, depending on how I'm feeling on it. There was a couple of indie games that were out there. I mean, never looked interesting to me. But it's one of those things I'll be giving on PSN or Xbox Game Pass because I ain't buying it, you know what I mean? I'm just not spending money on it. There are a couple, one or two indie games that I'm interested in, I will be looking into and actually buying. But yeah, some of these were a Teardown I didn't care for. Uh, the Plucky Square, whatever that is, don't care. Don't care about Cat Quest, don't interest me. Talers of whatever, that's basically a puzzle game, fuck that. I have enough trouble on Uncharted, you know what I mean? And of course Assassin's Creed with Mirage, that brings me to playing, I don't know, Assassin's Creed 56 at this point. I'm like, I'm tired of that shit. I don't even want to play the Roman one because it's just a series that I've just burned out on. It's like, fuck it. Yeah, then I've got the Roman one, I've got the, what's the other one? The Viking one, and then this one. I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. Slow down, you know what I mean? Or maybe I got to speed up, but I'm like, god damn. The last one I played was Assassin's Creed 3 when I did the remaster version. No one really watched that, and by the end of that game, I did not care. The ending, the story was so boring. The actual fighting and everything was good, and the Redcoats was cool, but the actual ending I couldn't give two shits about. The last good decent one I played was other than Black Flag, which is not on my channel, is the Egypt one, which was really good. I didn't mind that one. But yeah, so I'll end up playing the Roma one at some point. I don't know when. What else is here? And of course, the big news, the biggest thing for me out of everything was Metal Gear Solid 2 or Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, completely remade. They are going to release it, and I think you get 1, 2 as well. I don't know if that's just a HD remake or they remade them from the ground up. I don't think so. I think it's just a HD version. But I'm telling you now, I don't know about the first one, but I'm definitely playing Snake Eater, and I'm definitely playing Metal Gear Solid 2. I can't remember what, is it Sons of Liberty is the second one. It's a brilliant game. Cannot wait. And if they do bring out the another one, a collection, which will have 4 in it, 5 in it, and whatever else they attach on it, I don't even know. I'm definitely going to be playing that one as well. Don't really care about playing Metal Gear Solid 5 again or Ground Zeroes because I've already played it, but I definitely will be playing Metal Gear Solid 4. It's one of my favorite. The top 3 for me was 2, 3, 4, and then obviously got 5. Ground Zeroes was there, but it's not a full game, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so I was excited for this show, and then apparently Sony were holding back. They blew us away with everything they had. It was like, damn. Even the indies, it was mixed with Sony AAA games, a couple of other games thrown in there, with a couple of decent indies, which I don't really look to the indies too much, but then I saw a couple that I was interested in, a couple I weren't, but that's fine. But I always like to look at them and give them a try, especially, you know, if it's an interesting story and stuff like that. It's all about the story for me. If the gameplay looks not a bastard to play, I'll play it, and if the story's good, then you know I'll promote it and go, hey, this is pretty good. So I'm looking at a couple of indie games now. You know, just that I've seen look interesting. Devs are tweeting them out, and I'm like, oh, this looks interesting, and I retweet them, and I'll keep an eye on them, put them on the list. You know what I mean? So that's pretty good. So I'm looking forward to playing, you know, various stuff. I know I've got a backlog. You don't have to tell me. Trust me on that. I'm working through it slowly but surely. Some series, you know, it is what it is. Uncharted 4 got to play. Tomb Raider, the last one. Oh man, Sherlock Holmes games will be returning at some point as well. So we've got Summer Games Fest coming up as well, which is I think July 7th, which is next month, not too far away, and that will be 2 hours long apparently, I'm hearing. So that's going to be good as well. So we've got another big gaming event happening, and it's going to be exciting, and Xbox will be there, and all these other companies. So yeah, we're going to get a hell of a lot more games coming out. Whether they're any good or not, don't know. But it's nice to know that things are finally, this generation is starting to pick up. So things we want to see, you know what I mean? It's looking good, you know what I mean? It's getting better as time's gone on, thank God. It's about time. As for paying down debt, my debt, you know, slowly but surely paying that off. And when I do, I'll be able to buy other things. My next project, I was an Xbox, and I will get an Xbox, but I will be buying a card catcher just to replace my current one. It went funny the other day a little bit, and I thought, you know what, I'm not even going to risk that. I'd rather just invest £150, £200 into a card catcher, and then I'll be able to record in native 4K. I won't have to upscale it for you guys. I can just record it, and that'd be cool to do that. Basically, my technology is proper old now. It's like 7 years old. It's not matching my PC's power or my PlayStation 5. So, you know, I'll end up doing that. It's not an issue, but it is one of those things I have to upgrade, and that'd be great to be able to do that. But again, I'm paying down debt, etc., etc. Um, Now, what else to talk about? Well, I've been watching a lot of TV shows recently. I'm currently watching The Walking Dead season 7. I'll watch season 8, that'll be the final season. We've got season 11 of The Walking Dead original show, which I haven't seen yet. We've also got a new couple of shows with Negan and Maggie in The Walking Dead, a side quest. You got the Daryl's show as well with Walking Dead. He's got a side thing. There'll be a movie out as well at some point. Oh man, there's loads of Walking Dead content. At some point I'll be watching all of it, etc. But you know, slowly but surely. Um, if you're interested in zombies, there's a show called an anime on Netflix coming July 9th called Bucket List of the Dead. It's another zombie program or show, but based on anime. If you like High School of the Dead, which is obviously it had fan service, but also it had a good anime story. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Whether it's good or not, and I don't know. It's just more zombies in an anime world, which I'm always interested in seeing how that plays out. But also, I don't know if it's dubbed. I'm going to assume it is. Hopefully it is, and I can watch it. If not, I just won't watch it on principle, or I'll wait till it's dubbed. If not, whatever. It is what it is. Um, Next up, I want to talk about Halloween Ends. Now, this is the spoilers here because I'm just going to tell you what happens at the end. So if you're not interested in that, by all means, whatever. But I'll tell you what. So they've said now this is called Halloween Ends, and basically they have the main character. I can't remember her name. The old woman who's like, you know, her brother is after her for years. She's paranoid. If there's a stabbing going on, they haven't found Michael. We don't know where he is. So if someone dies, they're all like, "Is it him? Is it him?" You know what I mean? The whole film resides around her daughter or granddaughter who falls in love with a young guy who who basically killed a kid by accident. Everyone's looking at him in a small town and they're like, what a freak, you know what I mean? Making faces behind his back. Everyone can see they just take the piss out of him. He's a weirdo. He's a freak of the town, you know? Loner. And he has to live like that because, you know, he was a loner anyway, but now he's killed a kid. He's a pariah kind of thing. Anyway, he gets bullied and you're seeing this happen. And the main character introduces her granddaughter to him, and then they slowly fall in love, and then suddenly she starts to get the heebie-jeebies about him being a bit of a weirdo and giving off Michael Myers vibes, okay? And I thought, this is really good. I'm liking this. This is the build-up to maybe the way that they continue the story on with this new Michael Myers element. He's a killer. He's got a new motivation, but we can see he's, you know, and I'll say that because I've been spending an hour and 20 minutes watching this happen. It's a really good story. The problem is there's no Michael Myers. He does make an appearance. He's in a cave, and the main character, or the kid, or the guy meets the Michael Myers and tries to say, hey, take me under a wing a bit, which is kind of weird because then they like team up for a little bit. It's weird, but that's fine because Michael Myers is old. He's decrepit. He can't do it anymore. He's hiding in a cave somewhere. You know, obviously he can't come out. He's hiding his face. Essentially, it's like the new dawn of the next generation of Michael Myers comes out, takes the mask off Michael, and he's like, I'm the new Michael Myers. Of course, he hasn't got that dominance yet or whatever, and he's young, but it's like, yeah, you're a killer. There's some brutal killings in the movie, which I think was good. Some just desserts, some people who were bothering him and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, this is good. It felt like a love story gone wrong, but at the same time, I was watching this for an hour and 20 minutes, okay? Let me just switch back to the camera. At the last 20 minutes of the movie, okay, he gets killed. He gets fucking killed. No comeback, no nothing. He is dead. They kill him. Gone. Rest in peace. What the fuck did I just watch this for an hour and a half, hour 20 minutes, for you to kill him off? What the fuck is going on here? After that, Michael Myers gets killed as well. I'm like, I kind of felt that I knew that was going to happen into a point. But the fact you've just wasted an hour and 20 minutes of my time in a good story, to then kill him off and kill Michael off. And it's over. And it's like, oh my God, yes, this is brilliant. Like, finally did it. It's like, what? if you would have, it would have been better if they killed Michael Myers off and we would have been like, oh, Michael's finally dead. But they don't know about the kid who's a new psychopath, who's now going to be the new killer of the new Michael Myers. I mean, if you're going to that movie expecting to see Michael Myers kill, you're going to be disappointed because he doesn't, or he does, but he does like, talk about part-timer, you know what I mean? I mean, he comes out, kills 2-3 people after an hour and 20 minutes of nothing, of not doing anything, and then dies or whatever, and it's like, okay, the way he dies is pretty brutal. But at the same time, the hour and 20 minutes where you built up a character, you've wasted all that build-up and it's come to nothing. So I don't really know. I mean, if he died, he could have been the next one in waiting, being the next Michael Myers, whatever, and continued the story of a legacy. They could have called it Michael Myers Legacy, the Halloween Legacy, something like that. They haven't done they haven't done that, and they just killed him off. I just feel, I'm like, if you're a Michael Myers fan, maybe you knew he was going to die. Okay, fine. But but the whole film wasn't about him. You just killed him and made that be the ending. Fine. But the whole film was about a love story between two people. And if you're not expecting that, or you want to see Michael Myers, you're going to be fucking pissed off. I enjoyed the story for what it was. I thought it was a good love story or whatever, a story of someone being bullied, pushed too far. I thought it was good, a solid story. You take away the Halloween name and put another title there. Maybe it wouldn't get watched as much, of course, but it would have been a good story. Maybe the build up of like how he became a killer. Like, hell, you know, it is what it is. I know we've seen the prequel of how it happened and the little blonde kid and how he killed his mother. I get all that. I know that. I've seen that remake. It's brilliant. But, you know, just to continue the thing on, and they haven't done that. I mean, again, it's not even that they haven't continued it. I don't even care about them continuing it as such. It's the fact you made me watch an hour and a half movie with 90% of it being this. Ended that, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to that bit? And then you've killed the other guy off as well, and I'm like, I leave the theater of pictures like, what happened? I don't know. I just feel numb to it. I mean, if you're a fan of Michael Myers, I suggest you watch it to see what they did, because you'll probably see it because you're a fanboy. But man, watch the other films, you know, before you watch that one, whatever, you know, so you really enjoy the whole thing in itself. But then how they end it, again, they just feel like they killed an hour and a half of your time building up a character, and then you just threw it all away. I have no idea what the fuck they were thinking there. I don't understand the logic behind it. You know, it's almost like saying, look, Michael's in a wheelchair now, we can't do it, understandably, so what are we going to make this film about? We've got to pad it out some way. I mean, it wasn't even padded out, it was a good film. But then they killed the character off, so what's the fucking point? Anyway, other films I'm interested in seeing, the Mario film, Sonic 1 and 2 I've seen, good films. What else is there to talk about? Did I retweet anything? Summer Games Fest. As for buying stuff, like continuing with my comic book collection or anything that I was planning to do a couple of months ago, haven't got around to it, paying down my debt, I ain't got my mouse and keyboard yet that I want to buy, which is going to be, I'll say custom. Obviously, it's going to be a nice white keyboard. I'm going to get a nice mouse mat. I'm going to get probably a Razer mouse that I've seen that's white as well. You know, it's not an 80 quid mouse. I'm not paying that for that. But, you know, so I'm getting those things eventually. So that's all coming as well. Coffee Talk ends. How do I feel about Coffee Talk? I probably should have spoke about this earlier. I thought it was a good game. There's the season 2. I will be playing that at some point, so stay tuned for that. That will also be in 4K. I know you're excited. Calm down. I'm actually kind of pissed off. One thing I did say, I was speaking to Kelsey the other day. I said this. I've played all the GTA games recently, and I've only had the ability to put things in 4K in the past month. I'm like, but I played all these GTA games. All those GTA games for you guys could have been in 4K, and they're not, because I didn't have the ability to do it. Now I've got the ability. I've already played them. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm not replaying them again or anything like that. I might play Gears of War 1 again because I really want to play that and put that on my channel in 4K. I think it would look epic. Probably even Halo 1, but I'm not playing that shit. So yeah, so that basically, guys, all this month it's going to be Persona, FIFA, and then COD Season 4. I know I've been going on about 29 and a half, 30 minutes now at this point in time. So my apologies for that. Thank you so much if you did stick around for this rant and my mini movie review. I don't know about the zombie show, if it's dubbed or whatever. I'm looking forward to seeing it. In terms of anime, I haven't really watched any anime recently. I just haven't. Not that I hate anime, I just haven't found or gotten around to watching any, and it's weird right now. There's plenty I want to collect, and I just don't have the money to buy it. And even the ones on Netflix, I just haven't been watching. But I'm definitely interested in that zombie one. Also, if you're interested in a funny one, I think I mentioned it a few months ago, it's Way of the House Husband. Brilliant, brilliant anime. It's about a Yakuza. I think I spoke about it before, but it's a guy who's ex-Yakuza. He's now turned into a housewife, and it is just hilarious. He basically, you know, talks about, hey, you got the white stuff. The white stuff? What do you mean? He's like, yeah, the white stuff. And he puts down some flour. Oh, the white stuff. Yeah, good. It's like, what? Like, it's a deal and it's going down. And you know what I mean? It's fucking hilarious, man. I definitely recommend watching that. Yeah, man, it is hilarious. Anyway, guys, in conclusion, season is over. Let's come up to a summary on this video right now at this point in time. In conclusion, Chelsea season was shit. Has to be better next year. We've got improved FIFA Sims with updated squads. That's what I'm excited for. Hope you guys join me for that. Couple of cup finals on my channel are going to be happening. Season 4, Call of Duty starts up as well. Yeah. And yeah, basically just a new FIFA, and of course we're going deeper into Persona as well, taking on more dungeons and stuff like that. And I will be replaying Red Dead Redemption. I'll let you guys know when that comes out, whatever. I don't know when that's going to be at this point because A, I've got to complete it, B, we've got to break down more Persona, and then I'll be mixing and matching with other games. And I don't want two big games like open world or an RPG on my channel at the same time because they're both long games. So you can imagine if I went Persona, Red Dead, it would piss everyone off. I'm like, nah, I'd rather get rid of Persona, play some shorter games, Call of Duty, some Sherlock Holmes, you know what I mean? And then move forward, break it up, and still play some more series. We've got some adventure games to play in Uncharted 4, another Uncharted that they've come out with. I can't remember what else. There's one for two women. Then we've got Tomb Raider. But again, that will all be, they're kind of similar. They'll be broken up. We've got that cat game to play that I've got. Stray, we've got Horizon Zero Dawn, we've got the second one of that, we've got more CODs, we've got more Halos, we've got, oh, well, we ain't got Gears 6. Oh, we've got Gears 5 to come out, sorry. And then Gears 6 as well, if that gets announced. That'd be cool to watch out. Yeah, and then hopefully this year I'll be able to unbox an Xbox One, Series X, whatever the hell they call it. Even though you might be like, well, what's the fucking point of that? They've got nothing, they've got no games. I know, but at the same time, I want to play, I want to upgrade everything while I've got the money. I'll be like, yeah, I'm upgraded fully, sell the old Xbox, and then we're good. You know what I mean? It's all happening. So guys, everything that I've said that I'm planning to do, I will do, and I'm doing it. Just be patient for me. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel who's new. Thank you to everyone who will subscribe to the channel. Thank you to everyone who has been patient with me and supported me and awaiting these playthroughs. I know a lot of the games that I'm playing right now in 4K, you're going like, what the hell? I don't really want to see Coffee talking 4K. I know. Trust me. But it's all going to be done. Everything will come out. Metal Gear, I'm looking forward to. We've got new COD coming out as well in November as well. Like, damn. New FIFA in September, I believe it is. And whatever else happens, happens, man. But debt will be paid back. Money will be reinvested into this channel. And in the meantime, join me every day. Don't know when, but every day there'll be a new video out. And all this month will be Persona. All right, guys, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. My Twitter is the Insane Brit. Just type that in, and I'll pop up with all my banner and stuff and what have you. You can't miss it. It's a me. Yeah. So I'll just pop up straight away, or just click the link in the description below, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.